Hello students, welcome back to my class. Today I am going to teach you English, and in English I have taken the subject supplementary reader. In supplementary reader I have taken the chapter Tansen. As you already know that Tansen was the greatest musician of India. As a child, he was also naughty like you, but apart from being naughty, he was also talented. So, in this chapter, we are going to read about Tansen. I am going to explain this chapter. So, let us see. Open your book, page number 15. The first paragraph is, you may have heard the name of Tansen, the greatest musician our country has produced. Here is a word produce. The meaning of this produce is to make or create. To make or create. If we are going to make or create anything, if this nature is going to make or create anything, we say produce. So in this chapter, we see that the writer tell us, you may have heard the name of Tansen. You may have heard. You may have heard the name of Tansen. Now he described about Tansen, the greatest musician of our country. So in this sentence, we see that at first I am going to tell you something grammatical part of the sentence too. In this sentence, we can say, first of all, it is subject and pronoun used as a subject. Then here is modal verb may. I have taught you the modal verb in English grammar. The modal verb is used with modal verb. We use first form of the main verb. Have is the main verb, and this is the first form of main verb. It may is used to show the possibility. You may have heard about Tansen, or you may not have heard about Tansen. में पॉसिबिलिटी होती है. ऐसा हो सकता है कि जो पूछा जा रहा है वो आप जानते हो उसके बारे में, या ये भी हो सकता है कि उसके बारे में आप न जानते हो. सो यू मे हैव हर्ड. हर्ड इज द थर्ड फॉर्म ऑफ मेन वर्ब. दिस इज द थर्ड फॉर्म, बिकॉज if in a sentence we can use only one finite verb, and after one finite verb, if we are going to use any other verb in the same sentence, we use the past participle, we use the non-finite verb, and this is the past participle of non-finite verb. The name of Tansen. The is the article, name is the noun, of is the preposition, and Tansen is the noun. So you can also classify the different parts of speech in any sentence like that. I am not going to classify all the sentences in your book, because it is not possible to classify all the sentences according to the parts of speech, according to the word classes. That's why I will explain only a few sentences that you can understand how can you understand a sentence, and by understanding that sentence, how can you explain that sentence in your own words. So you may have heard the name of Tansen. The writer asks us that it is the possibility that we have heard about the Tansen, but it is not necessary, but it is not compulsory that we have heard about the Tansen. May have the possibility. में पॉसिबिलिटी होती है. हो सकता है यहाँ पर राइटर को कह रहा है कि आपने तानसेन का नाम सुना होगा, लेकिन ज़रूरी नहीं है कि आपने सुना ही हो, पॉसिबिलिटी है, हो सकता है आपने सुना हो सकता है आपने न सुना हो। नाउ द राइटर इज गोइंग टू डिस्क्राइब इट इन डिटेल बाय पुटिंग द डैश। व्हेन वी आर गोइंग टू मार्क डैश a colon, it means we are going to explain the word that is used before that colon or dash. Means now the writer is going to tell us more about Tansen. Means who was Tansen? So he said that the greatest musician of our country, the greatest musician our country has produced. Tansen was the greatest musician of India. Tansen was the greatest musician that ever our country produced, that ever our country make. There wasn't any musician as great as Tansen was. तानसेन हमारे कंट्री के, हमारे देश के सबसे अच्छे म्यूजिशियंस में से एक थे। उनसे अच्छा कोई दूसरा म्यूजिशियन नहीं हुआ। नाउ कम टू द नेक्स्ट पैराग्राफ। द नेक्स्ट पैराग्राफ इज अ सिंगर कॉल्ड मुकुंदन मिश्रा and his wife lived in Behat near Gwalior. Tansen was their only child. It is said that he was a naughty child. Often he ran away to play in the forest and soon learned to imitate perfectly the calls of birds and animals. Here now the writer is going to explain a little more about Tansen. He is going to tell us who was Tansen. So, a singer called Mukundan Mishra and his wife lived in Behat near Gwalior. And Tansen was the only son of Mukundan and his wife. He was the only son. They don't have any other son except Tansen. Tansen was the only son of his parents. It is said that he was naughty child. It is said that at his childhood, Tansen was a naughty child. Tansen मुकुंदन अपने पेरेंट्स के इकलौते जो है बच्चे थे। कहा जाता है कि वो बचपन में बहुत शरारती थे। He was a naughty child in his childhood. Often he ran away to play in the forest and soon learned to imitate perfectly the calls of birds and animals. Often in Hindi you can say अक्सर, ज़्यादातर। Often, many times here you can say. Often you can say many times. What did he do? He ran away from his home and went to the forest. He ran away from his home, went to the forest, and there he played with his friends. Tansen went away from his home into the forest and he played with his friends in the forest. And that is the reason that he was able to imitate. The meaning of imitate is to copy. Imitate means to copy. He was able to copy. For example, we can say, I can imitate the sound of birds. मैं चिड़ियों के साउंड के, उनकी आवाज़ों की नकल कर सकता हूँ, उनकी नकल उतार सकता हूँ। द मीनिंग ऑफ इमिटेट इज to copy. So he, at his childhood, as Tansen was a naughty boy, he ran into the forest with his friends to play, and after some day, after a few years, you can say, he was able to imitate, he was able to copy the sounds of calls, means you can say sounds. Here is a word calls, and the meaning of calls is sounds. He was able to copy the sounds of birds and animals, and it is also said that perfectly he can imitate the sounds of birds and animals perfectly. Perfectly, you can say without making any fault. Here you can say simply faultlessly. Faultlessly. He can imitate the sounds of birds and animals without making any mistake. So you can also, if you want to make the sentence, you can also make the sentence, their performance was perfectly good. It means they perform and their performance was good. There wasn't much fault in their performance. The writer tells us that a famous singer named Swami Haridas was once traveling through the forest with his disciples. Tired, the group settled down to rest in a shady grove. Tansen saw them. You must have heard about a famous singer. The name of that singer was Swami Haridas. Swami Haridas was the guru, was the teacher of Tansen. But at his childhood, how Tansen became the follower, the people of Swami Haridas, it is described in the following paragraphs. In this paragraph, it is said that a famous singer named Swami Haridas was once traveling through the forest with his disciples. Here is a word, disciples. Disciples means followers or pupils. फॉलोअर्स को, किसी का जो फॉलो करता है उसको हम जो है डिसिपल कहते हैं. सो स्वामी हरिदास वाज ट्रैवलिंग थ्रू द फॉरेस्ट इन विच तानसेन वाज प्लेइंग विद. उसी जंगल से स्वामी हरिदास एक बार गुजर रहे थे, जा रहे थे, जहाँ पर अपने जो है अनुयायियों के साथ, डिसिपल्स इन हिंदी यू कैन से अनुयायी, अपने अनुयायियों के साथ वो स्वामी हरिदास उसी जंगल से गुजर रहे थे जहाँ पर जो है तानसेन खेल रहे थे. Tired, the group settled down. Settle down. Here the meaning of settle is to lay. Lay down. लेट जाना. आराम करने के लिए लेट जाना, बैठ जाना. That is called settle down. Tired, the group settled down to rest in the shady grove. Shady, that is covered with shade, that is covered with many leaves and branches. बहुत सी ब्रांचेस, लीव की वजह से जो शेड आ जाती है, छाया आ जाती है, उसी को शेडी कहते हैं, जहाँ पर धूप न आए. तो जंगल में जो क्या है, पेड़ की पत्तियाँ और टहनियाँ होती हैं, जिसकी वजह से नीचे क्या है, सूरज की रोशनी नहीं पहुँचती, इसलिए वो शेडी हो जाता है. सो They settled down, they lay down at a place which was covered by many leaves and branches, and they settled down at that part of the shady grove. Here it is also a word grove. The meaning of this word is the part of a small forest, you can say. A small forest. A part of the land covered with trees. Covered with trees. जमीन का एक छोटा सा हिस्सा जहाँ पर छोटा सा जंगल हो या जहाँ पर कुछ पेड़ हो, उसको हम जो है ग्रूव कहते हैं। जहाँ पर बहुत से पेड़ एक जगह पर हो, उसको हम ग्रूव कहते हैं। You can say a small group of trees. A small group of trees. This is called the grove. So tired, the group settled down to rest in a shady grove. The group who was traveling along with the Swami Haridas, they settled down between the trees which was covered with a lot of leaves and branches. Tansen saw them. At that time, Tansen was also playing in the forest. Tansen was playing in the same forest and in the same area. That's why he saw the group taking rest in the forest. Now come to the next one. Strangers in the forest. He was surprised. Strangers in the forest, he said to himself. It will be fun to frighten them. He hid behind a tree and roared like a tiger. The little group of travelers scattered in fear, but Swami Haridas called them together. Don't be afraid, he said. Tigers are not always dangerous. Let us look for this one. Now see, strangers in the forest, this is exclamatory sentence. When we see something, when something happens very quickly without knowing us, it is at that time we make the exclamatory sentences. For example, strangers in the forest. Tansen didn't expect that strangers can be in the forest. तानसेन को जो है आश्चर्य होता है कि क्या स्ट्रेंजर्स, अजनबी, ऐसे लोग जिनको मैं नहीं जानता, वो फॉरेस्ट में है, वो इस जंगल में है. ही सेड टू हिमसेल्फ, उसने खुद से कहा. इट विल बी फन टू फ्राइटन देम. एंड नाउ ही आल्सो सेड, ओह इट विल बी फन, I would have a lot of fun to frighten them. If I will frighten them, I can make a lot of fun. मैं उनको जो है भयभीत करके बहुत मज़ा कर सकता हूँ, बहुत मज़ा उठा सकता हूँ. That's why he said he hid behind a tree and roared like a tiger. And thinking this, he hid. Hid means this is the past of tense, past form of hide. हाइड का पास्ट फॉर्म होता है हेड, जिसकी मीनिंग होती है हिंदी में छिपना या छिपाना. ही हिड हिमसेल्फ बिहाइंड अ ट्री एंड रोड लाइक अ टाइगर. ही हिड हिमसेल्फ बिहाइंड अ ट्री एंड फ्रॉम दैट ट्री, फ्रॉम दैट प्लेस, ही रोड लाइक अ टाइगर. एज यू नो, टाइगर और लायंस रोड. टाइगर और लायन क्या करते हैं? रोड करते हैं. इन द सेम वे तानसेन रोड. तानसेन ने भी क्या है, एक टाइगर की तरह से दहाड़ मारी. ऐसा लगा जैसे कि सचमुच कोई टाइगर बोला हो, सचमुच कोई टाइगर दहाड़ा हो. द लिटिल ग्रुप ऑफ ट्रेवलर्स स्कर्टेड इन फियर. एंड द लिटिल ग्रुप ऑफ ट्रेवलर्स, The travelers had only a little group. There may be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people in that group. There were not a lot of people in that group. The group was very small. It was not much big. So the small group, the little group of travelers scattered means go here and there, you can say go here and there. स्कैटर्ड हो जाना, इधर उधर तितर बितर हो जाना, एक दूसरे से अलग थलग हो जाना, हर तरफ फैल जाना, दैट इज कॉल्ड द स्कैटर्ड. दे स्कैटर्ड, वो तितर बितर हो गए, एक दूसरे से दूर इधर उधर भागने लगे, स्कैटर्ड हो गए. दे स्कैटर्ड in fear, because of the fear. They scattered because they were in fear. They thought that here is a lion, here is a tiger, and it can eat us, it can kill us. But Swami Haridas called them together. But Swami Haridas called his disciples, his people, his followers, don't run, don't go anywhere. He told them, don't go anywhere, don't run here and there, be patient and don't run here and there. He called them together. Swami Haridas called his followers together. He called them near him. Don't be afraid, friend. Don't be afraid. Swami Haridas said. स्वामी हरिदास ने कहा डोंट बी एफ्रेड. दिस इज imperative sentence. In imperative sentence we start the imperative sentence directly with the verb if the sentence is not negative. If the sentence is negative we use don't to make imperative sentence. Don't be afraid, डरो नहीं स्वामी हरिदास ने कहा. दिस इज ऑल्सो indirect speech, but I didn't teach you direct and indirect speech means narration. That's why I am not going to tell you narration this time. When I will teach you the narration, then I will tell you what is the narration, how to make the sentences in narration. So tigers are not always dangerous. Swami Haridas also said that tigers are not always dangerous. Tigers are not always dangerous. This is a small sentence. This is a simple sentence. And you know, tigers is the noun and it is used as subject. Or is the linking verb. Not is used for negative. Always is the adverb and dangerous is the adjective. These are the parts of speech in this sentence. Describing the quality of tiger. Tiger, dangerous. Tiger is the noun, that's why it is an adjective. And this word is describing, is showing, describing the adjective, that's why this word is adverb. An adjective is a word that is used to describe noun or pronoun. And an adverb is a word that is used to describe, that is used to add something into the meaning of verb, adjective or another adverb. So this is the structure of this simple sentence. Tigers are not always dangerous. Let us look for this one. Now Swami Haridas told his followers, now come, let us see which kind of tiger is it. Is it dangerous or isn't? स्वामी हरिदास अपने जो है अनुयायियों से कहते हैं टाइगर्स हमेशा खतरनाक नहीं होते. आओ देखते हैं कि यह किस तरह का है। Suddenly, one of his men saw a small boy hiding behind a tree. There are no tigers here, master, he said, only this naughty boy. Suddenly, one of the followers of Swami Haridas saw that, no sir, here isn't any tiger, here is a boy. And the boy is hiding himself behind the tree. Hiding behind the tree, there are no tigers here, master, he said, only this naughty boy. Here in this forest, here isn't any tiger. Here is a naughty boy who wanted to frighten us. यहाँ तो एक बस naughty boy है, एक शरारती बच्चा है जो हमें जो है डराने की कोशिश कर रहा है। यहाँ पर कोई टाइगर नहीं है। Now come to the next one, next paragraph. Swami Haridas did not punish him. He went to Tansen's father and said, your son is very naughty. He is also very talented. I think I can make him a good singer. Swami Haridas, at that time, Swami Haridas saw the talent of Tansen. He didn't only see the naughtiness of that boy, he also saw the talent of that boy, that he could make the sound, that he could call the sound of different kinds of animals and birds. So he didn't punish Tansen at that time. He took Tansen's father and he said to his father, your son is very naughty. He said to Tansen's father that your son is very naughty and he is also very talented. He is very naughty, but he is also very talented. He is not only naughty but also talented. आपका बच्चा सिर्फ नाटी ही नहीं है, सिर्फ शरारती ही नहीं है, बल्कि बहुत टैलेंटेड भी है। उसके अंदर बहुत से टैलेंट छिपे हुए हैं, बहुत से खूबियाँ छिपी हुई हैं। I think I can make him a good singer. At that time, Swami Haridas said that, I think I can, perhaps the sentence is, I think I can make him a good singer. I can make him a good singer. Here are two sentences. One sentence, subject plus predicate, only simple. Then here is one more sentence, subject, modal verb, main verb, after that main verb, then object, that is a pronoun, then a good singer. This is object, this is complement of this object, because this part of the sentence is used to complete this object. That's why this is the complement of this object. This is article, this is adjective, and this is noun. Article, adjective, and this is noun. So this is the sentence. This is the structure of this sentence. So you can also see the structures and different parts of speech, word classes during the explanation. Now see the next paragraph. Tansen was 10 years old when he went away with Swami Haridas. He lived with him for 11 years, learning music, and became a great singer. At about this time, his parents died. Mukanand Mishra's dying wish was that Tansen should visit Muhammad Ghaus of Gwalior. Muhammad Ghaus was a holy man. Mukandan Mishra had long been devoted to him and often visited him while living in Gwalior with Muhammad Ghaus. Tansen was often taken to the court of Rani Mrignani, who was a great musician herself. There he met and married one of the ladies of the court. Her name was Hussaini. So Tansen was only 10 years old when Haridas took him with himself. At the time of becoming the student of becoming the people of Haridas, the age of Tansen was only 10 years, and he lived with him for 11 years. Tansen lived with Haridas for 11 years. 11 years, learning music and became a great singer. He learned music with the help of Swami Haridas and became a great musician. His voice was very good. His voice was very charming, very attractive. हरिदास के साथ 11 साल तक तानसेन रहे और एक बहुत ही अच्छे म्यूजिशियन बने, एक बहुत ही अच्छे वो सिंगर बने. At about this time, his parents died, and about that time, his parents died. उसी वक्त जब वो ग्रेट सिंगर अभी बने ही थे, अभी उन्होंने अपनी शिक्षा ही पूरी की थी कि उनके पेरेंट्स का देहांत हो गया. Mukundan Mishra's dying wish was that Tansen should visit Muhammad Ghaus of Gwalior. And Mukundan Mishra's means Tansen's father wanted Tansen to go and join Muhammad Ghaus at Gwalior. Muhammad Ghaus of Gwalior. There was a person named Muhammad Ghaus, and Tansen's father wanted Tansen to go and to visit there. Visit means to go and meet. Visit, you can say to go. He wanted Tansen to go to the Muhammad Ghaus of Gwalior. Muhammad Ghaus was a holy man. Muhammad Ghaus was a holy man. Holy means pavitra. That is related to religion. Here, holy man, you can say religious man. होली, पवित्र, पाक, जो अपने धर्म के बहुत करीब हो. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, गीता इज द होली बुक ऑफ हिंदूज, कुरान इज द होली बुक ऑफ मुस्लिम्स, लाइक दैट. So was a holy man. Mukundan Mishra had long been devoted to him. Mukundan Mishra was devoted to Muhammad Ghaus. Devoted to means fond of. For example, I am devoted to my studies. मैं अपनी स्टडीज़ के लिए मैंने अपने आप को वफ़ कर दिया, न्यौछावर कर दिया, कुर्बान कर दिया. मैं जो है अपनी स्टडी के लिए बहुत फॉन्ड ऑफ हूँ, मैं उसको बहुत चाहता हूँ, अपनी स्टडीज़ के लिए मैं कुछ भी कर सकता हूँ. दैट इज़ कॉल्ड द डिवोटेड. सो तानसेन्स फादर वॉज डिवोटेड, वॉज फॉन्ड ऑफ द Muhammad Ghaus and often visited him. Tansen's father often visited to Muhammad Ghaus. तानसेन के पिता अक्सर मोहम्मद गौस के पास जाया करते थे. While living in Gwalior with Muhammad Ghaus, Tansen was often taken to the court of Rani Mrignaini. While living in Gwalior with Muhammad Ghaus, when Tansen was living in Gwalior with Muhammad Ghaus took him many times into the court of Rani Mrignaini. There was a queen, and the name of that queen was Mrignaini, and Tansen was often taken to that court by Muhammad Ghaus. Tansen was often taken to the court of Rani Mrignaini, who was a great musician herself, and Mrignaini was also a great musician. She was also a great musician. That's why Muhammad Ghaus and Tansen often visited to the court of Mrignaini because she was the fond of music. There he met and married one of the ladies of the court. Her name was Hussaini. And in the court of Mrignaini, he met one of the ladies of the court, and the name of that lady was Hussaini. Tansen married to Hussaini. Tansen married with that lady. The name of that lady was Hussaini. मृगनैनी के कोर्ट में एक लेडी थी जिनका नाम हुसैनी था. तानसेन ने उनसे शादी कर ली. Hussaini also became Swami Haridas' disciple. Tansen and Hussaini had 5 children who were all very musical. Tansen had by this time become very famous. Sometimes he sang before Emperor Akbar, who was so impressed by him that he insisted Tansen should join his court. Hussaini also became the disciple, became the follower, became the pupil of Swami Haridas. जब हुसैनी की शादी तानसेन से हो गई तो हुसैनी भी क्या है, स्वामी हरिदास की जो है वो एक अनुयायी, उनकी एक शिष्या बन गई. तानसेन एंड हुसैनी हैड 5 चिल्ड्रन who were all very musical. Tansen and Hussaini, they had 5 children. 5 children. They have 5 children, and all the children of Tansen and Hussaini were very musical like their parents, because their parents were musical. That's why the children of Tansen and Hussaini were also musical. Tansen had by this time become very famous, and till that time Tansen was very famous. He was famous everywhere. All persons they now know. At that time all the persons knew that Tansen is a great musician, and sometimes he sang before Emperor Akbar, and sometimes, here you can see several times, he sang before Emperor Akbar, और कई बार वो Emperor अकबर के सामने भी उसने अपना गाना गाया. Who was so impressed by him, and Akbar was so impressed with the talent of Tansen. तानसेन के टैलेंट से, तानसेन से अकबर बहुत ज़्यादा जो है इम्प्रेस्ड हुआ. वो जो है उससे बहुत ज़्यादा जो है मुतासिर हुआ. एंड दैट ही इंसिस्टेड. द मीनिंग ऑफ इंसिस्टेड इज परसिस्टेड. किसी चीज़ के लिए बजिद हो जाना, किसी चीज काम को करवाने के लिए किसी से जो है जिद करना कि नहीं तुम्हें ये काम करना है, आप ये काम करिए मेरे लिए, ये मेरी प्रार्थना है, मैं आपसे ये प्रार्थना करता हूँ. दैट इज कॉल्ड इंसिस्टेड, मीन्स persisted. That he insisted Tansen should join his court. He was much impressed. King Akbar was much impressed with the talent of Tansen, that he insisted Tansen to join his court. तानसेन के टैलेंट से अकबर इतना ज़्यादा इम्प्रेस हुआ, इतना ज़्यादा मुतासिर हुआ कि उसने तानसेन से जो है अपना कोर्ट ज्वाइन करने के लिए ज़िद करने लगा, इंसिस्ट करने लगा, उससे आग्रह, तानसेन से आग्रह करने लगा. थैंक यू फॉर टुडे. आई विल एक्सप्लेन द रिमेनिंग पार्ट ऑफ this chapter in next class. Thank you. Have a nice day.